Hello, everybody, and welcome back to more Dragon Quest X. It's kind of incredible how many people we see in that intro that I absolutely have no frame of reference for seeing in the game yet. Specifically, there's a ton of humans. There's just a ton of humans in the crowd, and none of those humans have appeared in the game. And as far as I know, I don't know where they are. If they're going to show up, there's certainly no village devoted to them. But we'll just have to see where things go from here. But today is going to be more of a questing day. Where we're at in the story right now is we were told by the mysterious old man that we keep running into on the train station that in order to really get to the bottom of what's going on and being able to confront Nelgar, we need to be able to go 500 years into the past. And rather than taking a giant leap through time, I decided probably don't want to commit myself to that course of action yet unless I know I'm absolutely ready. We have not fully gone down a lot of quest lines. We've done a lot of different things in our time playing the game, but we just haven't really fully committed to that action yet. So we will do that today, and hopefully that'll put us in a better position to be ready for everything we're going to have to do for mainline questing on Saturday. Clear as mud? I think so. So, for those who just want a general idea of what in the heck is going on in the game, the hero of Destiny was killed by the final boss, and so we, as a reincarnated soul into another monster inhabitant's body, have been gathering a bunch of NPCs so that we can go ahead and fight the final boss, a marvelous concept for a game that I don't think any other human being on Earth has ever come up with, and certainly nobody else would try to replicate in terms of a different game coming out in exactly 1 day, 2 days actually. So we'll just have to see whether or not that concept is executed nearly as well as it is in here. I don't think it will be, but in any event, we met Fluka, as the game has implied, who's the bloodline of Ship-Shaper mages. Unfortunately, Fluka said that the ship-shaping art was lost long ago. Sage Hollow helped Guard return to Athene village to regain a human form so that they may use the Arc of the Earth to travel back in time and restore the Ship-Shaper's art. Understand? Understandable. But for today, we're going to be doing thief stuff. It's more important than going back in time and doing a bunch of shenanigans. But yeah, surprising lack of humans other than Athene village, which we are one of many people who died from that village. We have to go to Glen Castle Town to do the rest of the thief line questing, so we'll just see what that entails. Oh, I'm getting stuck on the grass. So I was trying to figure out what was going on there. So I think we're on the 3rd iteration of the thief quest right now. Oh, hey, you're here, Guard. You've got a very motivated face, don't you? Seeing you like this, it's no wonder the Budeko asked for you by name. That's right, this job also came from that Budeko. He wants you to find out what's in the music box that went missing last time. I'm not in on it this time. I don't know, but I think there's a secret to it. I've been asked to do a quest. Do I accept? Yes. Well, that's good. You're on fire. You're on fire. Well, then go to Budeko's place and ask him for more details. I'm curious to know what the brigands wanted with Budeko's music box. I'll leave you to it then, Guard. So we'll go ahead and go there. He's in the house near the well. So he's going to be back towards the direction we came, which is this way. Oh, wait, the well is there. Okay, sorry, the well is this way. I lied to everyone. My analysis was correct. The direction I was running was wrong. Guard, right? There's a reason I wanted to appoint you for this job, since you've only been at Guitar for a short time. Have you already heard what we're asking you to do? I need you to get something back from my wife's keepsake music box. What? What was in the music box? I'm sorry, I can't tell you that much. If you see what's inside, please don't tell anyone. Let's get back to business. While I was tracking the whereabouts of the contents of the music box, I came across a piece of information. According to this information, the contents of the music box are in the possession of the head of the Whirlwind Brigade himself. The head of the World Raid Brigade has it in his possession, so I want Guard to find the head and retrieve the contents of the music box. There must be someone in Daryl Thief's groups who knows the trail of the brigade. Ask him or her about it. It may be a dangerous job, but you're the only one we can rely on. Thank you, Guard. So they're making me run back to the quest giver, which thankfully is just a couple of spaces away. Introduce for taverns. Okay, this is not the person. I went ahead and started the export process for the Nights into Dreams stream from yesterday. We beat everything except for unlocking the final 2 stages, which I ended up doing very quickly off stream. It's amazing how much better you could play when you're not when the cameras aren't rolling. It's like you could nail every cool trick, do all sorts of nonsense first try boss fights, but like only when nobody sees. I don't know why that happens or has to happen. Avoiding us in Guitar nominating Guard, that Osan with the face like a Manchu might have more mouths to feed than we thought. But more importantly, how did the brigade get there? Ishtar is tracking the brigade's horse mackerel, so go talk to him. What? The contents of the music box are in the possession of the head of the brigade? That Osan, where did you get that information? I'm sorry, but I haven't been able to locate the brigade's hideout yet, but I heard that a group of people were seen entering Chaldea Cave in the northeast. Why don't we go there anyway? If you leave town and follow the word northeast, you'll reach the Chaldea Mountain Road, and then go south to Chaldea Cave. Okay. I don't know why the ring is still there. Why is the ring still there? As far as I know, I did everything I needed to do. What matters is whether the icon is going to update once we enter here. Maybe we need to go back. We'll step inside and then we'll go back. It does concern me that there's no update. Yeah, we ought to go back. I might need to talk to the main quest giver after talking to the assistant. Which the assistant didn't make clear, so... I do like the fishing minigame in this. It's like it's very RPG-esque. With like damage and slack and, you know, enemies getting like critical hits and everything else. It's kind of just having like a mini RPG battle. Which is surprisingly not something I've encountered very often in fishing in RPGs. You'd think they would do that more, but they don't. Okay, I already talked to you. Do I need to talk to... I don't know. I guess we'll talk to someone else. It can't hurt. Okay, the ring is not updating. And I don't know why. I guess we'll just go to the cave. It does concern me a little bit. Have to watch out for those enemies that are on fire. If they're like the freeze ones, they can cast like Thwack, which for those who are not in the know, that is an insta-kill spell. And we're really not at a point in the game where we can prevent that entirely. There are some pieces of equipment that'll be like, you have an 8% resistance to instant death. And I'm like, well, that's great. I'm glad it'll only work statistically 10 out of 11 times now, rather than, you know, the one time it'll be blocked. Great. But that's oversimplifying it. Obviously, there's going to be chances that the move misses, but it's very, very negligible, any sort of meaningful help you're going to get. I will say the way that this game handles a lot of these things are different. I mean, the accessory thing is really handled differently in this game compared to the others. Help me! Gah! What's the matter? You scared? Well, Wally, I'm just a little excited. Aside from Mantra, it's been a long time since I was around anyone. My name is Chamor, and these are my associates. That's right, I'm the head of the infamous Whirlwind Brigade. Oh, come on, don't be so formal. You're a scoundrel just like me. Why don't we team up? What do you say? Let me guess why you came here. Most likely you came here as a favor for Old Man Budeko. You have me all figured out, don't you? In that case, yes, it's true. I'm just looking after his goodies. I give it back to you right away, but that wouldn't be much fun now, would it? How about it? How about you show me your skills? I'm a scoundrel, sure, but that don't mean I don't play fair. We'll show him our skills. That's a good answer. Then I'll ask you to use half-inch to steal the treasure from the monster. Just steal a golden skull from Closterer. They live on the Muse coast on the Wayna Island. Use half-inch, win the battle, and get the golden skull. To come back, and I'll give you what Old Man Budeko sent you. Okay, 4? Fair enough. Muse coast. Okay. Oops, I thought that was the one to leave. We don't need to reread that. I'll blend it in a little. Might get a Batwing. Yep. What I'm most curious about is when we're going to get the upgraded, like, magic key or thief's key or something to open the various black chests we've been seeing everywhere. They are still not something we can open. Might be quite some time until we're able to do that. Okay, well, now that we're in the open, Wayna Islands, Muse Coast, Closterers is what we're looking for. Usually the game is pretty helpful in showing a circle icon as to where they're located on the map, so you don't have to painstakingly go tile by tile. Well, usually. in this case, they're not helpful at all. They're like, go find it. Figure it out. I'm like, fine, I guess I will. No thanks to you. I'm gonna assume it must be in the earlier section then and not here. I didn't mean to run into that one. We'll deal with the Man of War. Okay, Closser. I'm wondering There's a couple of grassland areas. What's difficult is I farmed the Man of Wars for a while, and I know there's no Closerer company. There's no add-on enemy that's a Closerer. So, where are they then? Oh, wait, unless... Wait a minute. I think I know what the problem is. Are these the Closerers? Yes, they are. Okay, I know what the problem is. I was thinking it was going to be the crab enemy. And I was thinking claws and like the lobster claw or crab claw. We got the golden scallop, so mission complete. Okay, so now we'll go back. It's going to be the Tochaka Continent, Chaldea Mountain Road Quarry, and we'll be able to take it back. Okay. We'll ignore the giant Moai head. It is kind of interesting. I was talking about this with Alex earlier, because he's the one I'm playing this simultaneously along. We're both kind of playing it at the same time. Kind of similarly close in terms of where we are in the game. So we've been kind of comparing notes. I've been talking about the fact that in terms of what this game is, it's kind of confronted a lot of prejudices I've had about games, especially open world ones that feel open world with wide open spaces that kind of appear aimless. I've been kind of disgusted and disenchanted ever since Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild, I think, was like the one good example of an open world game, but I don't think it should be the rule. I still think open world is pretty awful, and I think so many games trying to implement it do a very bad job of it. But this game manages to not feel as empty and soulless with traveling these areas, and I think it does a very, very good job of deconstructing an MMO into a non-MMO format. And I think it does the class changes well. You don't feel like any of the classes are particularly broken. Meanwhile, in Dragon Quest VII, we broke the entire game by unlocking God Hand. And just like, you just won every fight. You couldn't lose anything once you unlock that class. This game's a lot more balanced in terms of what does carry over to other classes and what doesn't. So it just seems like a lot of the things I would normally have resistances to, this game does not trigger. And a lot of times it subverts by avoiding a lot of the annoyances with those things that I would have in the first place. It's just very fascinating playing a product like that. Especially since, that's why I'm going to have to really, really think about this final score. It's game of the year for sure. Like it blows everything else I've played out of the water this year. It's just I've got to figure out like where I'm going to put it. I don't know if it's quite at a 90 yet. It's definitely 89. It's definitely at least at that right now. I just don't know if it's going to get to like the 90s to 91 territory where I'd put games like Super Mario RPG and Paper Mario at. I don't know if it's quite there, but it is. The potential certainly there. That was quick. Did you bring this stuff for what? Says him. We'll give it to him. Guard gave Shamor this golden scallop. Well, hey, nice job. This isn't the easiest thing to steal, you know. You seem pretty good at this, but where does your heart lie? Answer me this. Do you think thievery is a waste of time? No. Come on, I'm just kidding. I don't know if I want to be buddies with someone who's so serious all the time. Okay, well, I'll keep my promise. I'll return the contents of the music box to my father, Budetko. I'll do you one better even. I'll hand-deliver to him myself. Old man Budetko, just like him to send someone who doesn't know a lamb from a lockpick. Well, it's time to let it all hang out, boys. Wait till you see this. Wahaha. Alright, back we go. We probably do need to start buying Evacu-Bells. This dungeon's layout is not terrible in terms of, like, time. Actually, really, if you come to think about it, none of the dungeons are so aggressively long that you're going to be spending, like, 7 minutes retracing your step to leave. That's really kind of a benefit of having the DQ9 overworld enemy system, is that you're not getting random encounters on your way out every so often. You can avoid every single encounter and make your way to the front. Alright, so back to Budeko. Then back to the main quest giver. How's it going? What's that? The head of the brigade gave the concept of the music box directly to me. Wait, do you not know? Hey, don't get in my way. Nachimura, I should have known it was you. Hey, Pops, it's been a while. Well, have a look at you. You're looking a little worse for the wear. It seems you've gotten old and fat. Hey, that's enough. Take back your crummy old stuff. How wonderfully tacky of you to hide your identity like that. Why don't you just say something, a mysterious masked one? I didn't want to give you the music box, okay? The thing, it reminds me of my mom. So it sort of surprised me when that happened. That kind of masks the mark of Mugger Mucho. I never expected my dad to be Mucho. Shamor. Don't touch me, you're a wolf in sheep's clothing. I'll never forget that day. Shamor. Sorry, I have to ask. Are you truly Mucho, the legendary masked bandit? Oh dear, do you really have to ask? It is true, I'm the legendary thief Mucho. I've been hiding since I robbed the mayor of Guitarra many years ago. Is that what Shamor was referring to when he was so upset? Ah, that's right. The day I robbed the mayor's house, I was... Well, that's the day Shamor's mother died. What the hell happened? I don't want to talk about that. Anyway, since then he has come to hate the righteous bandit. He wondered why a man who had risked his life for the sake of righteousness had left his mother to die. He called the bandits fake heroes, swore vengeance on Mucho, and struck and put on his own, leaving his past behind. Struck out, I think that should have been out on his own. Must have been a misclick. O and P are right next to each other on the keyboard. There's no excuse. I'm the one who set him on this evil path. What a sad story. We uncovered something terrible here today, but I think we should head back to the tavern for now. Give him my thief pants! Okay, I keep thinking things are doors, but they're not doors. It doesn't help that the window shutter is the same color as this door to the tavern. That's why I get confused. I never thought that Budeko was masked to Mucho. I still can't believe it. And that Mucho retired because he left his wife Chamor's mother to die. I've learned so much from this case thanks to you, guard. Now here's your reward. Take it! Thief's tunic. Oh, we must have the thief pants already. So that's why I got that wrong. There's no way the masked munchkin would leave someone to die. There must have been a reason. But the vengeful Chamor will make his next move regardless of that. The day of the decisive battle with the Whirlwind Brigade is near. If you're ready for battle, come here as a level 25 plus thief. Alright. What do we got? So, 6 defense, 10 deafness. We're going to lose 1 charm. No special effects. That's fine. The Whirlwind Brigade is finally on the move. Clemor's brigade is expanding its influence and stealing precious mementos from the people of Katara one by one. This guy's not just a robber, he's taking revenge on Master Musha for taking his mother from him. I don't know what happened between them, but as a thief I can't tolerate someone who is motivated by such petty notion of revenge. I'll do it. I'll teach him more of the spirit of a thief. First we must use the half-inch to get back what was stolen by the Whirlwind Brigade from Katara. Guard, can you help me with that too? Yes. Whoa, nice, you're a pro. You're a pro. I knew you would say that. Now I want you to go get back what was stolen from Bicho, who lives in the house next door, and Peanuts, who lives near the woodworking facility. First, we need to get information from both of them, okay? It's a professional's job to ask for information in batches and do it efficiently. If they tell you who the culprit monster is, you'll give them half-inch success, win the battle, and get back what was stolen from them. If you succeed, you must return the stolen items to the rightful owners. When you're done, come back here. In the meantime, we'll try to locate you more. I'm counting on you, then, guard. Okay. I'm hoping the description of the quest is gonna help me with that. If not... Oh no, it doesn't show up? Oh, it doesn't show... Wait, wait. Okay, there it is. See, this is the most helpful feature there really is like it'll memorize the last conversation that you just had. Okay, so step 1, house next door is what I heard. Listen, you know, the monster stole the badge that Dad gave me when he went to work. My grandma says I'm lucky to have a life, but for me it's an important badge. The badge was stolen by Rough Ruffian who lives in Gulag Underpass, true south of Katara. If you find that badge somewhere, please give it to me. I'm begging you. Okay? Gulag Underpass. World map. Okay, we haven't gotten to Gulag Underpass ever. Where are you? Okay, in Katara Fields. Oh, you're just due south. I guess we've literally never walked out and gone to the cave due south. It's my own fault. So it sounds like we have 2 jobs, both of which are gonna involve stealing from 2 specific enemies. What monster do I need? Records, quest. Quest ends with good morning. I think that's not what it should end with. Okay, so let's try this. Rough Ruffian, so that would be you. Got it. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so we'll head back to town. We'll keep this place in mind in terms of exploring it later. It's just, because apparently I never added it to the observable area. I will return his badge, and there's one other person we need to help. We can probably talk to Darryl again and get that information about who to help. First stop here. Is that my important badge that you're holding? Did you get back from the monster? Yes, give him back. Well, that's definitely my badge. Thank you very much, Traveler. I hope you didn't I didn't lose any memories of my dad. You are the Chief of Justice, weren't you? Talking about his father. Okay. Now, they said near the woodworking shop. Don't know where that is the unfortunate part. It could be anywhere here. That's the junk area. That's the train. That's the church. Oh man, I have no clue. I guess we'll try going up. I have a feeling we are not going the right way. Yeah, this can't be near a woodworking shop. Okay, okay, I have a backup plan, but I do need to talk to this person here first. Biggio Peanuts lives near the woodworking facility. Okay. Exit out here. Let's go to the map for a moment. Character list. Peanuts. Right near the well. Okay. Hikaru, welcome. How are you doing? So Peanuts is not that way. We're just doing a bunch of quests today. Before I head on over to my sister's. I have a pottery master. The first memory jar I made from him was stolen by a monster. The hateful monster stole the pot was Scornet, whose territory is Gulag Underpass. Located in the true south of Guitar. Traveler, if you see my memory jar, please bring it to me. Scornet, huh? Thank you so much for the bits. Are you having a good day so far? I don't know how your work week's been. Mine's been kind of busy. Twice the hearing load is normal. I need to catch up on sleep. Between Dragon Quest X and just like having trouble sleeping in general, it's been hard to get a very decent sleep. Realtek, it's going great. I have very little complaints about it. It's so far, it's definitely game of the year. I was so worried that an MMO game was gonna feel like vapid and empty, and like you're gonna feel like the misery of like traveling an open world area with like no other character that's gonna be accompanying you, and like the class changing and everything else, everything's gonna feel more all dragged out, and none of that's really come to fruition. Like I've been forced to confront a lot of prejudices I've had about different games and how they've handled things, and it's been doing a wonderful job. I feel a bit saddened by the fact that, you know, because a lot of times we try to convince ourselves like, oh, we didn't get this game. Well, maybe it's not as big a deal, but like, no, it's awful we didn't get the offline edition. I think it's a really, really good game. So that's the key item we needed to get. Magnesium powder. Okay, I may have to consider it. It's just like, the big issue for me is, and I don't want to get like too TMI or something, but I drink so much water. And we all know what the byproduct of drinking a ton of water is, right? And so, like, I wake up, you know, obviously needing to relieve myself, and I just can't fall asleep after. So, like, there's really no sleeping in. I can dehydrate myself before I go to bed, but then I feel miserable in the morning when I wake up, and so it's just like, it's just not a fun time. Yeah, so it's just, I don't really know how to really handle that. I've been drinking more water than ever just because of the fact that I've been drinking, you know, tea. And it, like, not all of it's caffeinated, and I don't, like, try to do anything extreme with, like, caffeine content either. It's just, like, I'm just drinking a ton of water. So, if I can sleep relatively uninterrupted. That's not the problem. It's just like getting up in 6 hours and getting another, 5.5 hours of sleep, 6 hours, 7.5, 6, 5.5, 6. It just catches up and like it makes you want to crash. And like this is like the only day I could really crash and need to, and we'll see. But ultimately, I hope it helps. Oh, I'm sorry you're super busy at work, Hikaru. That's awful. I guess it's just a busy season for all of us. For me, it's necessary because they had to cram in a bunch of hearings for me before I go on my trip, which I get. I mean, like, they're having to distribute hearings that would normally go to me across to a bunch of other people while I'm on vacation, so I get it. I think it's actually you. Is 9 in Master Memory Jar. Don't tell me you got it back from the monster. We'll give Peanuts the memory jar. Amazing, release the pot I made. Thank you, Trevor. This pot is actually Yutsuki work that was praised by my master. I'm glad it came back. I'm so glad to have it back. All the stolen memorabilia is back, so we're going to report to Daryl. This was actually an easier quest. It was just finding the NPCs to do it was a little bit harder. But like the game is like so forward thinking. It's just like, oh no, I don't know where in this wide town I can find an NPC. They tell me to find Peanuts. Go here. It tells you the location of every NPC in the game and all of their names. You know how badly some other games I've played have needed this? Like, look at this. Look at how many people are here, and like every one of them is labeled where they're located. It's so awesome. You'll never get lost trying to find somebody again. Yeah, I hope so. I think I will. She just came back from returning school and goes to the camp people. In the meantime, Ishtar found out Chamor's location. Now it's time for her to move on, and the enemy is apparently at a place called Quicksand Lair somewhere in the Gobel Desert East. We'll meet up with him there. It's so pathetic that the son of Master Mujo was a thief trying to steal people's memories. Let's beat the Whirlwind Brigade to death and wake up Chamor's righteous heart. The Gobel Desert East. I have not done a whole lot there, so I'm going to have to go back. Do we even have a quick spot located? I might. I don't, but it would be in the Drollworm Kingdom would be the closest approximate spot. I thought that was those two, stealing and returning, were the only things I needed to do for this quest, but apparently not. New quest has been added? Oh, I bet I know why. I bet the Oasis Caravan has one of those hair trimming people. It's gonna be like, if you kill this enemy, I'll have this thing. Here's a coin, and now you can turn your hair shocking pink. And then I'm like, you don't have to do all those quests. I certainly don't want to. It's actually shocking how many hair quests there are in the game. But I can ignore that one. At some point, I do probably need to unlock the Castle Doria volcano. I'm not sure if it's an area I can fast travel to inherently once I do. It's not giving an icon for one of those fast travel crystals, so I think... I mean, it certainly looks like a habitable area, just looking at the bottom right corner map. Okay, it's going to be around the corner. Ah, there it is. It was hiding. You self-righteous bastard. Why should I yield to those fake heroes? You think I'm in the wrong? Answer me, Gasman. There is no need for an answer. If it is power you desire, then you shall have what you seek. I see. They give me the power to control more monsters than I have now. I'm going to build the brigade beyond its limits. You already have the power to control monsters. Is that and it's cut off? Is that not enough? You also have the power to end this terror. It shouldn't take a sage telling you that to get through to you. What are you doing here? I hope you're not thinking of trying to set me straight or something. You have the guilt-ridden eyes of a false hero. Don't you know what my father did? The day Mucho robbed the mayor's house, my mother was on the verge of death after years of illness. We were poor. We had no money to buy medicine. Then Mucho came to our house with the mayor's treasure. I was so excited. But you know what? Mucho took the riches, and instead of helping, he abandoned her in her time of need. Mom died the next day. My father cried, but looking back now, I'm sure those are crocodile tears. I left home swearing revenge on Mucho. Then I met Gasman here and gained the power to control monsters. A lone thief is nothing more than a mere scoundrel, so I formed something more. I formed the Whirlwind Brigade. But I don't need the Whirlwind Brigade anymore. I'll kill you all myself. Give me the power. Give me the power to crush my enemies. Svetha does not desire this. Ah, yes, I could feel the power of darkness. It's Shamor. Ah, death to all self-righteous false heroes. Looks like we got a boss fight against him. I don't think he'll have anything to steal. Most of these don't. Nope. Oh, his attack didn't actually go down in a couple of stages. I've never seen that move fail before. Okay, the primary effect is not lasting very long, but he doesn't look like he has a lot of HP. At all. Compared to most. 1,600 each? Why, I was granted this power out of hatred, and yet it still wasn't enough. How is it that not enough, a son who hates his own father? You stupid fool! You spit in the face of your mother's memory. Have you never considered how your father felt when he couldn't save his wife? Your father shared the truth of that day with me. Now I'll tell you too if you'll open your ears and listen. The day I robbed the mayor's house, I wanted to use that money for her medicine. But your mother would not allow me to forget my promise to her. She was very adamant. Promise? What promise? When I decided to become Mucho, my wife asked me to promise that I would only steal to help those less fortunate. We were never to keep any of it for ourselves. She said if I ever crossed that line, I wouldn't be an honorable thief anymore, just a common crook. And I became Mucho with the firm vow to serve others rather than myself and my own. Chamor, can't you see that you're both of the same mind? Did the sounds of the music box not remind you of your mother? Mother. Oh. The heart that once contained this hatred is no more. It is broken free. Chamor! I'm sorry, Chamor. I'll be there for you now. Let's start over, together. I don't have the stomach for all this mushy stuff. Well, I guess that settles it. The Whirlwind Brigade is disbanded and the bond between father and son has been mended. Guard, you did a great deed here today. Please return to the tavern and Guitar with me. Did we do a good deed? I don't know. Depends how you feel about thieving. Because now they'll form a thieving force probably worse than ever before. Zoom back to the mountain road. Actually, Mount Katara. I get those confused a bit. They both have the mountain in the name. Well, you came well, guard. Thanks to you again. I'll have you receive your reward right away. But I'm at a loss. Now that you're the stronger and more respected chief, there's nothing I can give you. Please allow me to thank you as well. Guard, I really appreciate all the help you've given me, first with Music Box and now this. To repay the favor, I'll now teach you a special thief trick. Now close your eyes. Guard, listen to Budeko's words. Spirit of a thief cleared, and now we learned a special move. What's so special about it? Tell me what it is. You are an honorable thief. Please return to me when you have increased your level. Don't forget to come as a thief. I'll prepare a special trial for you. See you later. Mudeko, no, Sensei. Would you accept me as your apprentice? The legend of Mucho has inspired me to fulfill my dreams. Please. I'm sorry, I've decided not to take on any more apprentices. Does that mean you already have a protege? I'm not sure how she found me, but not long ago a girl called Phantom Thief Poi something showed up and begged to be my apprentice. I had no intention of taking on an apprentice, but when she asked so enthusiastically with that cute face, I just couldn't resist. However, this girl is quite difficult, and right now I've got my hands full teaching her. That's why I'm sorry. Dustin's daughter. Okay, new quest, but looks like Budeko will be the quest giver. What did we learn? The game didn't tell me. One moment. Was it the itemized kill that we learned just from being a thief? I'm assuming that's it. So, Dustin has it by default, but I guess we have it now. As well. I mean, that's not terrible, I guess. Let's do the final quest then, and then we'll switch jobs and go to the next one. Here you are, the future king of thief. Let's talk about the trial of the master of the art of thief. Do you remember a monster named Gasman? Yes. Shamor is currently pursuing this Gasman and discovered that he is a terrifying monster. Said that Gasman is a monster who manipulates people's desires, and that he drags those who are drowning in greed down his demonic path and controls their bodies. If Gasman is left unchecked, the second and third Shamor will appear sooner or later. I want you to go and defeat him. But simply defeating Gasman will not be enough. You must dress up as Master Mucho and steal Gasman's heart to finish him off. Are you ready? You must obtain the Mugger's mask on your own and go to Gasman with it on. If you can do this with flying colors, Mucho will personally proclaim you to be the proud leader of the Thief of Justice. I'll recognize him as the King of the Thief. Let's do it! That's a good answer. I knew you would do it. Gasman is now hiding out in a place called Sand Caves, somewhere in the Gobel Desert East. Shamor is on his way there. You will join him there. He's the true King of Thief. He can take you in the hearts and minds of men in a brilliant manner. High expectations of you. I'm counting on you. Okay, but what about the mask, though? You told me I need a mask. Where's I supposed to find the mask? I must obtain Mugger's mask. See, it says first this. Oh, this one says Kaito's mask. Either way, I don't know where I'm going to get those. It sounds like it's different than what I've got on right now, which is... maybe we'll get more information when we go to the Oasis Caravan, which is going to be nearest, I think, to that location. Trying to look at something Alex might have pinned. What quest is this so I can check with the site? Quest 158. Quest list. Let's go from 151 to 160. The Longing Thief King. Sold at an armor store in Gatara. Okay. So, I was making it way complicated. It's just, you could just buy it at a Dwarfle Armor store. Okay, I didn't think you could buy a thief mask there, but fine. What do I know? Alright, let's do that then. No. I am... Oh, there it is. I see, I see. Okay, so we'll buy the Mugger's Mask. I didn't realize it was an accessory. I have to wear it. Yes. 2 lottery tickets, great. Okay, so we have everything we need. Okay, this resource is awesome. I didn't realize they had like a full quest list and like step-by-step everything. Yeah, I know for a fact it would have been stumped on the mask for quite a bit longer had that not been there. For people who want to know what I am using, should they decide to ever do anything with Dragon Quest X on their own time, I'm using this resource. Seems to be quite detailed. Obviously, I don't want to look so far ahead that I'm going to spoil myself. I am going to try to use it as it becomes, you know, increasingly more necessary. I have no idea why I warped there. I need to warp here. So I'll probably go offline somewhere around 6:30, about another 90 minutes. Take my first break after we finish the Thief Line quest. This is admittedly the one continent I do need to do a lot more with. The reason being is that this is my starting continent. So I did do some running around, but obviously since it was the starting continent, I was extremely underleveled, so I avoided a lot of areas. And then when I was going to other continents after I gained access to the train, that's when I really started to be able to travel to more locations. Was able to have more party members, have more accessories and armor and weapons. I guess you aren't guard. Oh, I see. You've equipped yourself with Mugger's Mash, just like my father said. Okay, so during a battle with the Gasman, I need you to steal a Gasman heart. Okay, one Gasman heart is all you need, and once you've stolen one, you can go ahead and defeat the Gasman. Hmm? Oh, Gasman is here. I owe that jerk a good punch in the face. I'd love to administer it to him myself, but I'll leave it up to you. You can do it. Become a master thief. Good luck. Oh, you look like a powerful one. How about you join forces with me? No, I can't wait for your answer. Your body looks magnificent. I can't wait to see what it can do. I want it, I want it, I want it. I want to possess your body. Give it to me. So we just need to steal one heart. Okay, so despite splitting into 3, there's only 2 of them. RPG logic at its finest. Let's go ahead and half-inch. We got it. I mean, out of curiosity, what would happen if I steal from the other one? Yep, that's what I kind of figured. Not even gonna wait for his body to hit the ground. There he goes. Guard stole the Gasman heart key item, defeated Gasman. But my heart has been stolen. I'm so empty without it. Woohoo! You did it, Guard. You're amazing after all. Until recently, I was just like Gasman. I lost sight of myself because of my selfish desires. It didn't feel wrong because I thought that all thieves were motivated by their own greed. But Guard, you're different. You're a thief who helps others for their sake rather than your own. I bet my dad was the same way. Now that Gasman is gone, I'm off to train to become a thief like you. See ya, Guard. Hope we can meet again in another time and space. Oh yeah, you gotta tell my dad you cleared the trial. Hurry back to Guitar Town. I'm wondering if I can, this success rate to... How palpable is the buff to Mugger's Mask? It doesn't specifically say how it's increasing the success rate of stealing items. I mean, I'm assuming just deafness alone would help with that, but it's not really, there's not like a multiplier. So, I guess there's not really anything palpable I could even do with accessory fusion, I would think. But I think we can take the accessory off is basically what I'm getting at. We'll put the Sorcerer's Stone back on. And we will zoom. Not that way. That way. Excited to continue the story tomorrow. Initially, I had reservations because I didn't know if I was going to be like locked to an area that I was not going to be able to backtrack through, and just kind of have to spend days not working on quests or anything until the next stream. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm okay with that. I think I'd rather just wait. And so Saturday we'll go ahead and tackle it. Trying to get kind of what all the vocational stuff done now. Heard from Tremor, it seems you have to complete the trial. Well, then I'll get rid of Gasman's heart. Thanks for your hard work. Alright then, as a promise, I recognize you as the Thief King. We shall have proof of thief. Thief's proof key item and skill up panel. And the outfit book. So we now can make a Thief's Turban, Thief's Tunic, and Thief's Pants all on our own. The skill up panel silver is probably the best reward of all of them. Oh dear, I'm no match for you. I can't believe that you were able to pull off Mucho's trial so easily. Yeah, it's just interesting now. Granted, I don't know how much excitement you're really gonna be experiencing today because so much of it is focused on questing, but like I feel like every day has been a very different way to play it. Day one was just me doing the story and getting access to the continent. Day two was getting like access to a bunch of different jobs and class changing. Day three was mainly engaging with the casino content and doing a lot of other stuff there. Day four was doing more grind. I mean, you can do a whole bunch of different things, and I guess none of it really feels like it's implemented too awfully. I think the worst it's gotten is some of the quests that require you to get drops from enemies that are only specific to that quest line. You can't, accidentally have it unless you do the quest. And like sometimes the kill quota or RNG you needed to get the drop you want is a little bit absurd. But that's really like the biggest example of it, like really not being that. I mean, that's where it's really gotten to the point where it's been a little bit frustrating. But for the most part, yeah, it's been great. It's been fantastic. You're a traveling thief. I know you don't stay in one town. That's why I can't hold you back for keeping you here, but I'd like to see more of you. But guard, I just remember this. You are the pride of the thieves. I'll work on my skills while protecting the people of Qatar so that I can be your match one day. I'm sure Mucho will always be there to help us. Sorry, there's nothing more I can do to help you. The spirit of righteousness has been passed down to you young people. Nothing could make me happier. Mr. Mucho, I'm counting on you. Oh, and thus ends the thief quest line. So with that, a couple of things. Number one, we need to revocate. So we'll go to the tavern. Thank you for hydrating and welcome, Mackenzel. Let me get some water from my pitcher over there. I am now a master thief, Mackenzel. That's the big update from this stream. Let's go ahead and change classes. So Warrior has been mastered. Thief has now been mastered. Funnily enough, we're one level away from being able to do the final quest line for Martial Artist. Like, level 30 seems to be the cutoff for being able to do the last part of the quest. It doesn't seem like we'll be taking that long. Yeah, I know, right? We went from, I mean, Atelier Iris 2, I would consider to be a good game. It didn't hit like an 80, but it's a good game. Like, if someone asked me, should I play this game, I'd say yes. the crafting, you know, it can be a little bit exorbitant in how much you need to do to be able to like progress through the game, but I think the RPG mechanics hold up quite solidly. Challenging final boss, like you know, even when you try to break the game and make certain recipes, you really still have to think. And so I think it worked out. I mean, it maintained a level of difficulty towards the end that, you know, didn't bore me. So that's good. And then Cosmic Fantasy 4-2, and then I guess this one just towers over everything. Let's do the Martial Artist next. So what we'll want to do is try to obtain one more level somewhere. Check my equipment out real fast. Of course, my thief equipment is not going to carry over to this. Should not take very long to get that level, especially if we go to the other continent. We have 133 items out of 150. It's happening again. Guina Islands. Yes. I think one fight here should be enough to get to level 30. But I'll just check my my status menu. The tough part about grinding other classes and the unfortunate natural byproduct of that is that you're going to get EXP for other party members, and so they're going to get, you know, disproportionately stronger, and I don't want to completely negate the challenge. I don't think I will. I don't think it's going to ever get to the point where I'm going to completely negate the challenge by doing this, but it is something I try to be mindful for. There's always looming threats off in the distance. With Dragon Warrior 7, by contrast, when you got God Hand, no fight could stand in your way. Like, you broke the game and you could never fix it. Here, it may be broken for a couple of fights, but it's not going to be, like, cakewalk for the entire game like that. Yeah, they can't change classes. It does take them longer to level up because it is the only class that they can have, compared to your main hero. So that's the good news there. That's okay, because it's the fan attack. I get it. Okay. Good, so he loses his turn. So we'll just go ahead and capitalize off of that. '60 stream streak, holy cow, congratulations. I will say, in terms of, like, this game is gonna win, like, so many internal awards on my channel. Maybe Game of the Year. Certainly OST of the Year. I think its soundtrack is incredible. The boss theme of this game is god tier. It's like, I've been humming it like crazy. Especially the part, like, right before it loops is so good. That's why we do Attack Attacker, specifically because of you doing that. Okay, well, we do want to make sure we try to mitigate the damage there. So far, yes. In terms of, like, what I've scored everything else, this game blows everything else out of the water. Cosmic Fantasy 4-2 was about, like, I think I have to double check my score. Did I put it in 82 or an 84? Either way, this one's at least 5 points higher. There's still plenty left. Who knows what's going to happen with Shining Force 3, which I've never played before, that I'm playing right after vacation. There's definitely a chance that it can maybe be higher, But in terms of like turn-based games, this one is very likely going to be Game of the Year turn-based. I don't see how anything else can really compete with it right now. Because, you know, part of it is like I'm thinking to myself, am I being like overly generous to this game because of like the exclusivity factor that so many people in North America have had ability to access this game? But then I think to like times I've played other games that North America didn't get, and they've been terrible, and I've been vocal about how terrible they are. And I'm like, no, I don't think I'm coming from a point of bias when I say like this game is good. I don't think I'm like overinflating my fun factor just because of the exclusivity. I think it's just generally a cut above the rest. And this should level up guard. Well, it should. Okay, that's right. That's right. I know why it didn't level us up. Next fight absolutely will, though, so we'll take one more. Won't take very long. We don't want to fight the ogre, though. They're too scary. I don't know what cancel shot's chance of actually canceling the enemy's turn is, but it's always satisfying when it works. Just bully the lower level character than you, I get it. Yeah, I don't think Curse has ever worked on him, and I don't think it ever will. I do like the fact that he has like a gadabout quality to him, but it does not make you lose your turn. That was the biggest thing I hated about gadabout in like Dragon Warrior 7, and even like Dragon Quest 2, HD 2D, is just like the fact that your entire turn can be eaten up by a move you just don't want it to be eaten up by. Okay, level 30. Meditation. Alright, so now we can do the quest. Let's figure out where the quest line is for Martial Artist. Battle Master. Ranger. Okay, so I can now class up to a Ranger if I want to. That's great, but that's not quite what I want. Play Club. Dancer. Novice Minstrel. Ten Priest. Wizard. Martial Artist. Okay, this is at Joulette. Okay. Let's go to Joulette. 525. I think we have time to do this quest line. My sister and I, we're going through Resident Evil 9. I won't spoil it for those who haven't. Requiem. We're very, very slowly picking at it because her husband works night shifts, at least for about another week. And so we haven't been able to have our hangouts that often to be playing the game. So I'm still quite early in it. So looking forward to getting a little bit further. New quest has been added to the quest list. Interesting. That might have been the Ranger one, because I'm like, the Ranger one wasn't there before. Might have required a martial artist level of 30 to have unlocked then. You're a martial artist, aren't you? You must be at least level 10 martial artist on the verge of a beating. What's your name? Guard, my name is Yarn, and I'm a martial artist. I have a great story for you. You know the Supernaturalist, don't you? No. You're a martial artist and you don't know it? I'm talking about the legendary martial artist who possessed such amazing martial arts skills that it was called the legendary martial artist. As a matter of fact, I received a copy of Choten Yugi Book 1, a book left behind by the Shoten Yugi, through a little friend of mine. I thought if I read it, I could become like Shoten Yugi, but it seems I have to train myself to become like him. It's pretty tough. I don't think I can do it, so I thought I'd leave it to someone who has potential. Would you like to try out the Choten Doji training? Which is it? Is it Shoten Doji or Shoten Yugi? I don't even know anymore. I'm sure you'll become very strong. I'll give you a bonus too. You'll do it, right? You'll do it, won't you? We'll do it. Of course I'm going to do it. Of course I'm going to do it. If you want to become a skilled martial artist, don't miss the chance to become strong. I'll leave this book to guard. It's the only one of its kind in the world. Please take good care of it. So we have book 1. Details of training are all written in the first book. Read it carefully, and when you're done, report back to me. I want to know how it was. Now do your best. So let's take a look at our key items. It says Yugi. So, key items. Okay, book 1. Yahoo! It's me, super cool and adorable like an angel. He is, as for me, is about to become Toshi. He aims to become strong. Oh no! They didn't put the text wraps. So, that's okay. Ogre lives. He has a place called blah, 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 blah. Start training against Hardvark, who lives widely there. He doesn't say anything troublesome at first. He can defeat about 5 of those Hardvark as he pleases. After he defeats them, wins the battle. If you run or lose midway through, you won't be recognized as a result of your training. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. First of all, we're gonna locate the quest on our quest list, which is Heaven Warrior Legacy 149. I'm going to go to that website that I linked above. We're going to go to quest 149, and I'm going to read in the entirety what I'm supposed to do because the guide, the quest is cut off. East of Glen territory. That I can do. Yes, the heart of the fists. It is odd how rare accessories are. Either you get them at certain shops, you have them as rewards in casinos, or if you fight rare variants of monsters, then they also have a chance to drop an accessory. But other than that, you're not really finding them. Okay, Hardvark. Hardvark. That's you. I recognize you. So, is it just me who needs to defeat him? I'll have everyone else ignore. Okay, 3 left. Yeah, and not all of it is translated. Some of it appears to be... The thing is, the main story stuff... it's funny, because Murphy and I were talking about this earlier. The main story stuff appears to be pretty competently translated. When you start getting into the weeds of some of these quests, though, it's not as shoddy. I mean, it's not as... pristine. It's more shoddy, is what I meant to say. Also, I defended with Guard, and I don't know why. Guard's the one person who actually needs to punch these guys. I think it's because I did all of the Thieves quests, and I had in my head, okay, we need to steal, and we don't need to steal. But on that matter, we might as well. And we stole the rare item, which is great. So we just need to fight one more Hardvark, and then we can go back to the main town. Not you. But yeah, like the biggest most of what you'll see in terms of like problems with the translation really comes to a lot of like sometimes the characters will say I'm so, I should do this when they mean you should do this, and some characters get they don't always have consistent gendering with the characters. Like sometimes he's will be called she's will be called he's, and just like it's sometimes just like very, very clear who's being spoken about in some of the scenes, and like sometimes you have to kind of have to stop and think like, who are they talking about? I don't quite understand, but few and far between. For the most part, I don't have moments like that. I understand generally what's going on in the game. We've killed 5. Book 1 now began to shine. So we'll go ahead and take the book back to Wena Island's Gillette Town. So it seems like your mission, if you choose to accept, it's going to be written to each one of these books. Yeah, because the thing is, it's done enough to a point where it's like I wouldn't feel bad streaming it at this point. Like if people are waiting, like I'll just wait till it's done. It's like no, you don't really have to. It's the face of a man who trained perfectly, guard. My eyes were not deceiving me. I knew you could do it. I'm glad that book didn't go to waste. Oops, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to ask you to return the Book of One. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to ask you to return the Book of One because it's a rarity in this world. That'll have you accept this as a commemoration of your training. Isn't that nice? We got shoes. And then we'll put on the shoes, and then later on she'll be like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to ask you to return the shoes. Not as nice. So I've already got the next book. Wouldn't you like to train for this one too? But the next training seems to be more difficult than the one in the first book. You might be able to do it though. We need to find the right time to do it. Please come back and become a martial artist level 15 or above. That's the whole reason I got to 30 is because I know the final one is going to be a level 30 martial artist. So in any event, let's put on the shoes. We're going to lose some charm. You came, guard. Good. You're on the face of wanting to, you have the face of one wanting to continue your training, aren't you? I have the Book of Choten Yugi number 2, left by Choten Doji in my possession. If you can master the martial artist skill, psych up with Maiko, you'll be good. You're going to do the training written in the Book of 2, right? We get a strength ring for succeeding. Accessories are exceedingly rare, so we might as well do that. If you want to become a martial artist who will leave a mark on history, don't miss the chance to become stronger. Then I'll leave this book in your hands this time too. Read it carefully and complete your training, okay? Report back to me when you completed your training this time too. I think it'll be more challenging than before, so be on your toes. Let's see. Item. Oh, wrong menu. Key item. Book 2. It's me. He is well known as Super Celestial Master. Now that I'm in the mood, I'll continue writing. Defeat this. Isn't it boring for him to do it if it's all about training? Let's try changing things up a bit. Okay, the placement on the next page is, what on earth is he talking about? If he understands, he can go there. Those with small bodies gather together. His huge flower that seems to pierce the sky. Let there be light at the roots of the flowers. Okay, so that sounds like... First of all, I don't know how much of that is the translation and how much of that is him being cryptic. I think it's an element of both. But that sounds to me like Pukuland Continent. That sounds like one of the areas that's going to be around here. But this is going to be like 150, isn't it? So what we can try to do... the Windmill Tower... That's the one area that I know of with the flowers that spin. Yeah, so, I don't know as vividly the translation of the other stories that that constitute Dragon Quest X. Because right now all I'm playing is the offline one, which is I think one of like 7 stories right now that exist, you know, which isn't as crazy when you think of how long Dragon Quest X has been a thing. It's been a thing for, you know, back in the Wii era. So it's quite an old series at this point. Quite an old MMO. So I don't know the translation extent of all the other games. I just know that if I were to try to do an MMO, it would be way, way, way worse, because in order to get everything I would need to get done, it would take me probably 8 to 10 times longer than it would realistically take me to do on an offline version of the game, just in terms of like how much content equals how much experience equals how much other stuff. So for my own sanity, even if I have the ability to play and the expansions and all of the everything else, I would not do that, regardless of how high this game will score. I just don't think I want to go to an MMO and stream that, and that's just way too much of a time sink. But I don't know the translations of the other ones, I guess is the short answer. Book 2 in my possession began to glow. The blank pages are now filled with words. Guard began reading them. Looks like you found it. What a shame. I'll just have to give you a tough lesson to make up for it. Use Psych Up to get the Terror Tabby 5 to roost with their tension. What? To roost with their tension? They are outside this tower in Windmill Way. As I've written before, I want you to deal the finishing blow. Do not run away or lose the fight. You have to win. Got it? Do I have to fully tense up or just use Psych? Okay. So, this is going to take a little bit. Windmill. Okay, where here would it be? You. For sure, it has to be you. Yes, the offline version came out quite a bit later. The other versions... Yeah, so I don't know the translation status of the other versions. I just know that the offline edition was a relatively late invention. But that's not to say... I mean, quite a bit of the work, I imagine, may have already been done for the MMO. So let's do Psych Up. Defeat the dire log. No! This is awful. I have never seen anything like that. Okay, so there's the Terror Tabby. Okay, good. We managed to stay awake this time. Now, the critical question becomes, if I'm already in a maxed out tension state, if I use Psych Up, it's not going to work, right? So will it count towards the challenge or not? I have a feeling it may not. Pukulan Saffron, that is an item I have never gotten. I'm assuming what that's going to be used in is any sort of cooking recipe, which I really haven't done much of. This one's sleeping, which is going to be great. So I'm assuming this will fail. Does it count for the challenge? Obviously, my tension's going to wear off now. We'll try it again. I think I need to get the kill in a 10-step state for it to count. Actually, it doesn't make any sense because it's not like the tension in Dragon Quest VIII. I think all we have to do is just use it once. Yep, that's exactly right. Okay. I need to fight with more than one at a time. Well, we're not getting it. We just need something for the other characters to do. And stealing seems to be the right call. No! Everybody in this continent just put you to sleep. Kitty litter. 2 left. And there they both are. I see them. I worry a bit about doing too much damage with other people. That's why I'm being a little too deferential with the 2-round. Okay, all we stole was gold. And the final one. With the 10-step state, we may be able to kill it without going to a second round. Okay, thankfully we didn't fall asleep. And we have Lonely Debbie's form and then Kitty Litter. Okay, so now we should be able to go back to the continent with Julette Town, and that should finish off quest number 2. Eventually, at some point, I do need to try to do more with the fishing, but it's not as big of a priority. It seems like the training's over. Guard, I like you. You're good. I want to commend any discernment in calling out to you. Oops, I'm going to ask you to return the second book before I forget. There's a sequel to the training book, but I haven't gotten it yet. I've got a story for you, so just wait a bit, okay? There you are, Master Yarn. I've been looking for you. Didn't I tell you I was going to be training in this town? Who is this person? I've not seen them before. This is my friend Guard, who I met in this town. They're also a martial artist, so we get along really well. A friend? You seem to have a lot of free time on your hands to be able to do something like making friends. Shouldn't you be happy for me? I spent so much time training that I never had the chance to make friends until now. But we're getting off track. Did you get that thing for me? Yes, as you requested, I've brought you Choten Yugi, Book 3. Oh, thanks a lot. We're done here, so you can leave now. If you'll excuse me, then. That guy was Guard. He's taken care of me for a long time. He may look rough, but he's a good person. Whoops, almost forgot. I have to reward you for your hard training. Go on, take it. We got the strength ring. Second trial is now cleared. So now I've got my hands on the next book. You'll be continuing your training, right, Guard? From a quick glance, I think you can handle the next lesson too. I'm not saying you have to do it right away. Timing is everything, okay? Don't forget to come back later as a level 15 or higher martial artist. Just a little more. I'm sure they'll be able to complete the training in this book. And then I can... You came, Guard. I know what you mean. You came to continue your training, right? You're going to try the training in the Book of Counsel left by the Shotenji right away, right? You're not going to quit after all, are you? We can get a strong Sam as a reward. Of course, I'm going to do it. Of course I'm going to do it. If you want to become a popular martial artist, don't miss the chance to be strong. Well then, I'll leave this book in your hands this time too. Please read it carefully and complete your training properly. Book 3. We know the drill. We'll check it out in a moment. Please report back to me when you finish your training. I expect you to live up to your name as a Trotenzo Sensei. Heir to a name has been accepted. Let's hopefully the text box breaks are correct in this. Book 3. This is the eagle who is said to be extremely handsome and cut off. The super heavenly Taoist. He's not dead yet, though. It's his third book of evil book. Do you want me to practice more? Really? Do you want to? I feel like you solved the riddle easily last time, so this time he's ranked up. Now, can you tell me where this is? A huge rock castle many horned people live. To the south of it, he has many waters, and there are places where people gathered. So, that also sounds like Ogreed, based off of what I'm hearing. As far as, like, where? I mean, would it be close to Glen Castletown, then? There is water there. So then, it would seem to me that we need to go to... Okay, we need to get out of this town. We just needed to step into it to warp here. Yeah, because if you look at the map... we have a cove village that way. So we want to make our way to Gilzad region. That's where the water is that they're talking about. It's also south of the Gartlet Castle town. So it's that one thing that fits all of it. Okay, down this way. It's interesting that Cove Village, I don't think it has a fast travel. Yeah, it doesn't. So, yeah, you just kind of have to walk there. Ripple drops. The copy of Choten Yugi Book 3 in your possession began to glow. The blank page was now filled with words. Guard began reading them. So you found this place too? Oh well, let's us continue your training. Let's give a shock to the martial artist who relies on weapons too much. You must defeat a Trickstar, a monster that roams this area with their bare hands. No weapons or shields are allowed. And in case you're not tired of hearing this, once you've pummeled them to death with your bare hands, you have to win the fight for it to count. So get out there and defeat one of them. As I suspected, it was you, not Master Yarn, who was completing the training. I apologize for not greeting you properly the other day. I'm Garrett, a follower of Master Yarn. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm sure you are doing this training without an idea of what it is you're actually doing. I can't believe you would allow someone else to do the training to inherit the title of Chosen One. What is Master Yarn thinking? I, too, became an apprentice in the hopes of becoming the next Chosen One. I would take your place if I could. No, excuse me. We will see each other again. Alright, so equip. Nothing. Alright. Punch. It's gonna take a little bit, but that's fine. Steal. Oops, wrong option. There we go. When we go back to town, we definitely need to save at the church. Oh, 4 animals remaining. Wait, it lied to me? I need to kill 5? Why did it say I needed to kill 1? I was about to say, oh, that's a pretty generous change. No! Okay, well, we can help the process a little bit. Makes sense. That's why they did come out with the all-in-one collection, which is 1 through 7. And so it definitely makes sense if they're going to be coming out with an 8. Only a matter of time before they probably release it on the, probably on the Switch 2 as an exclusive. You never know. Considering it's been released on every Nintendo console since the Wii. Wii U, Switch. We'll go ahead and Oomful again. Man, I'm looking forward to finishing Nights into Dreams on Monday, though. That was, I mean, it's hard to describe, like, reacting to the game in real time with the first version. Oh, take care, Reltech. Thanks for the company. Sorry I wasn't doing more of substance today. Like, today is, like, the one day I'm doing, like, side quests. Every other time it's been the brute forcing main story. But thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the weekend. But yeah, tomorrow for sure I'm continuing the story, if not almost exclusively. Just 2 more left. Might as well continue to try to steal from these guys. Lucidus shards, we've only just picked up our second one. Oh no, I wasn't necessarily saying anything out of, like, embarrassment. I'm just saying, like, normally that I do a little bit more. Oh, wait a minute, we're all confused? Oh no, that's awful! That's really, really bad. We need to cure that. I'm not scared. The only thing I'm worried about is if Dustin attacks Trickstar, we'll have to do the fight again. It's not gonna count. I don't have anything here. He attacked himself. That was the right choice. Oh, he placed the bomb. We have to no. We have to win before the bomb goes off. Actually, how is the bomb gonna work with our party? Is it? Can he confusingly use a bomb on ourselves? Good work, guard. You did the right choice there. Everybody defend. No! Dustin, you dunderhead. Yeah, I mean, of course that one doesn't count. I mean, bombs are like kind of like using fists, right? I don't think I violated any rules there. It's the first time he used that ability too. So, we'll be mindful about that. I can't believe they'd give that ability to him. Like, the one fight you have to do barehanded, and it's like, let's confuse the party members so they can attack too. Mean thing to do, I would say. But getting him in the angry mode should mitigate him doing any sort of AoE stuff like that. That's the good news. You want to try to do as much damage as you can to, like, put them in that HP state. I don't know. I guess we're fishing now. Didn't mean to do that. The fish is so damn far. Okay, this fish is way too strong for us. That's true. We'll just continue to try to half-inch where we can. We always want the item instead of gold. If given a choice between the two. This will be the last fight for this one, by the way. And then we move on to Book 4. But before we do Book 4, we need to save. We have not locked in any of the Thieves' quests. We've actually not saved a single time. Too scared to move. We'll cure that. Dustin, stop doing that. Well, we have to win the fight now. We don't have anything. We don't have a. We don't have a. No, we don't have a sap. Good. We needed that. Okay, so back to Julette Town. It's funny because normally you want the bomb to trigger in certain fights, just because it's like one of the very few options he has to deal damage outside of a normal turn, but you don't want it in this challenge. It's the only thing he'd do to deal damage and invalidate it, and I'm like, he just keeps going for it. And cleared it easily this time too. That's what I'm talking about, guard. Well then, please return the Book of Counselor to me as usual. We returned it. I don't have the next book yet. Wait for Guard Guy to bring it, like the other day. What's the matter, guard? You look like you want to say something. It is my fault that Guard makes such a face, Master Yarn. Guard, what are you talking about? Did you bring me the next book? If I brought you the next book, it would be Guard, not you would complete the training within, wouldn't it? Ah, looks like you've been found out. You are a legendary martial artist, the only one whom the old Chosen One ever acknowledged as a disciple in his entire life. And yet, ever since the death of the Master, all you ever do is play around. I was overjoyed when I thought you had made up your mind and decided to inherit the title of Chosen One. I've told you plenty of times before, I'm not interested in the Chosen One's title. That's why I was having them do it instead. Sorry, guard, I didn't mean to deceive you. I thought you were more worthy than me to inherit the title of Chosen One. You were mistaken. You've gotten Guard into a lot of trouble. Mistaken? What do you mean, involved? If this continues, they will die. Huh? Why do you say that? The next and final book is known as the Book of Death. It bears the ancient symbol representing death. But they're the ones who've been doing the training. Are you saying that they're going to die? Wouldn't be the first time. Yes, Guard has advanced their training from the Shoten Yugi books to the point of no return. After completing the remaining Book 3, Guard has attained a state where they have acquired much of the Chosen One's power. If such a person in that state fails to complete the final training and inherit the book title of Chosen One, their body will not be able to withstand that power. The only conclusion will be death. There's no way for Guard to escape that fate. Seriously? The responsibility for this lies with you, Master Yarn. The title of Chosen One is one that carries great weight. God, I'll do something about it. Give me the Book of Death, Garrod. I do not have it. You'll have to find the Book of Death yourself. As the disciple of the former master, you should have no trouble finding it, Master Yarn. Well then, I'll take my leave. It's true. Didn't even think of that. You look like you can't believe what you just heard. Garrod isn't the type of person to lie. More than that, he's the type of guy that would have done anything for the old man. Oh man, this is bringing back old memories. I've been through a ton of horrible things myself. Well, that's for another time. Looks like you've got no choice but to continue your training. It might be tough without good equipment. Here, take this. Strong Sam. I'm going to look for the Book of Death. I have an idea where to look. I'll see you soon. Come back later as a level 20 martial artist. Equip. So, 8 more defense, 10 more agility, 2 deafness. We lose the charm of the Matador suit, but it's okay. Yeah, look at me. We can probably start equipping claws again. Thank you. Yo, Guard, I've been waiting for you. I see you're ready for your next training. Garrod hasn't been seen since then, but don't worry. I found the Book of Death. I'm sorry that I got you involved in this. I'm sorry I got you in this mess. That's I'm going to help you this time. If you're done with your preparations, go to the training written on the Book of Death right now. Guard, okay? Learn the special move? Yes. I'll leave this with you, and we'll read it after we save. I will not forget. As you can read in the port, the training this time is to get the horns of a Hexen beast owned by a monster living in the Muriel Forest. There are two sides of the Hex and the Beast horn, so we have to split up. We'll get the Beast left horn, you get the Beast right horn, and we'll come here together. I heard that if you don't lose the horns if you kill them normally, so don't forget to read the Book of Death later. Let's start training right away. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we're also playing on, like, hard mode. So, I mean, that's one thing to kind of consider. Inflated enemy difficulty, high HP. You don't, so I don't think it'd be nearly as big of a deal otherwise. Also, it's not that implausible to, like, pick a martial artist as your initial class and, like, kind of start this. It's just that I kind of played around and got everybody to 20, not realizing that so I didn't even first of all know that there were going to be all of these other quests until later, and that there were going to be, like, level requirements for each. But there are. The rewards are totally worth it, though. We need to start using some of those panels. In fact, on the subject of that, it looks like the middle here is, like, all of his axe skills, basically, other than parallax. We could give him this. We should give him this. I see no reason to not do that. I could do all of these upped. I wish some of these were spaced differently. Strength plus 10 when equipped is pretty huge. What happens if I slap a silver here? Strength plus 20, so it gains like 10 extra. Scrap metal, parallax, axis of true evil. They're both going to be 75. Got it. We'll put silver. It's tough because Axes of Evil, I kind of want to buff that. Then we need to get back into the game here. So it increases the damage dealt by 6%, nothing insane. Consideration for Hatchet Man could be pretty huge, though. Plus we gain, like, some additional attack. Alright, I think we're ready to proceed. Read the book. Book 4. How are you? It's an eagle. I'm a super celestial master. Suddenly he had to say goodbye. I'm kind of tired of running. I'm tired of even thinking about training topics. Let's do our final training here. Since it's the last time he's going to do his best. When it comes to martial artists, they are the ones who... Blah, 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 blah. If you think of the most important people, it's martial artists. He is in the Muriel Forest where... Blah, 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 and it's cut off. Killer Fang, he makes an attack on his opponent and deals the final blow. That's how I discovered that Beast Tone will drop the Beast Tone only when it's the... Blah, blah, blah. Great. After Yoshis finishes with his decisive move, he's next to the purple mushroom. He aligns left horn to the demon with the right. When he has all the books, he should read this book again. Well, that was helpful. I think what we're going to do instead of all of that is look at the guide here. 152. Defeat the Killer Fang in the Forest of Muriel with a convertible blow. I don't know what that means. One moment. What's the raw Japanese of that? Defeat Killer Fang and Muriel Forest with a critical hit. Rather than convertible blow. Okay, so critical hit. That I do know what that means. That makes a lot more sense. So Muriel Forest, defeat kill. Oh, we gotta get a critical. Well, hold on. We may need some help with that. Let me check the skill panels for the fisticuffs. Do we have anything that like guarantees a critical under the unarmed section? We have base critical by 1. 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. Critical rate 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. I feel like this one's gonna take a bit. We'll go ahead and try to do all of these. So, there is a potential workaround here. And that is if underneath one of these panels there is a an ability that will guarantee a critical, whether it is a tension hit or something else. What is it? Open it up. Boulder toss. No. Don't want that. That sucks. I don't mind going hard on some of these because we will get a default ranger class pretty soon and we'll be able to grind that up. Yeah, as far as I can tell, I don't have an item that's going to increase the critical rate. This is the only unknown. My gut tells me it is going to be a tension move. Vicious 4-hit strike. It is not a tension move. My gut was wrong. This is the last unarmed critical. Looks like we cannot afford it. What other weapons can I equip? Maybe that would have been smart. I know what I should have done. Hold on, let's take a look at what we have access to. We have rods, fans. Well, I don't know. We're going to be looking at accolades for a while. So we need to go to Muriel Forest. This is going to take a while. Let me see. Muriel Forest is where? Oh, we're not even on the right continent, are we? Yeah, Muriel Forest is here. Okay. Okay. Wow. They say the demon has about 1,350 health. So it sounds and they're located in the Gurgu Underpass. So we need. This is gonna be rough. So we have to chip them down and then hope our hit is the critical. That one's really, really sadistic then. I don't have much else I can do to really cheat it out. If I was a different class, this wouldn't be as much of a problem. Do I have anything skill-wise? Well, we have a low chance of a critical. Is this what we need to fight? Yes. So... we'll go ahead and steal. Might as well. Zamel. Pretty weak to that. 55. We're just gonna, at this particular stage, just start slowly chipping and hope that we get the critical that's gonna go over the edge here. We did, but it didn't kill him. No. No. No, he was that close. It was no, if I had done one hit and then got the critical. Okay. Looks like that was the only one in this area. We need to respawn it. So let's try moving out and then going back in. I mean... rough. Do we want to keep going with unarmed? There's another one. We'll go ahead and attack the tomato. Okay. It does have an ability that increases its defense a lot. That's actually good for us. Because any critical hit we do bypasses defense, so the more defense he has, the better advantage to us. Because it means it'll just kind of chip away at his HP slower, giving us a bigger opportunity to take that large piece out of him. But for now... kind of make our way slowly. No, we can't have Dustin keep doing that. He can't keep getting away with this. Okay, that's enough attacking out of all of you. Okay, the bomb went off. That's why I said that's enough. Okay, we have maybe like one attack left. This is hard. Looks like we'll have to get out a little bit further and come back in. I can't believe he had like less than 50 health. The last time we actually managed to get the critical, and that. There's only so much damage we're going to be allowed to do here. Okay, slowly chipping away. I mean, if nothing else, we're getting Cruel Claws, and Cruel Claws will be needed for some recipes. He's decreasing his defense. Okay, he's still alive. I kind of wish I could double his, I could heal him. I don't have any way to do that, though. I don't think I do. I'm fairly positive the answer is I cannot. In any event, yeah, this seemed like it was going to be doable to do all of the books on stream, but this clearly makes me think maybe not. It's a little too RNG of an occurrence. I think we'll absolutely get it, but not during the time frame we're going to want. Okay, I do not know if the nighttime spawn rate, I was going to say, is going to affect this guy showing up. Apparently not. We've had bad luck with the steals. They've all been common. The first battle we got the critical, but he had like less than 50 health away from dying after we did it. The biggest robbery. I mean, what I could have done was I could have buffed my character, but then you run the risk of dealing too much damage with your regular attack that you don't want to do. We haven't seen a critical again. I mean, the chance is pretty low base anyway. Anyway, 627. I've got about maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Not great. But we made some progress. I mean, we did the entire Thief quest line, which is wonderful. Thank you for the hydrate. Okay, it always helps when they show up by themselves. Half inch. Zamel. How greedy do I want to be? Not particularly greedy. She can attack. That's fine. Okay. So, next normal attack is probably going to kill him. Yeah. Boy, we have this down to a science. Except actually killing him with a critical hit. Okay, so we need to refresh the room. Still have not gotten the rare steal. Or just rare drop in general. Oh, come on, I did too much damage. No. Didn't even get to try. I was wondering in my head, is this okay? Is it okay to do this extra punch here and like cancel shot? I'm like, cancel shot never does a lot. We're fine. It's good. And then it wasn't. Okay, now we're in a good... Oh, not the curse. Not the curse. He may die from the curse before I get a chance to punch him again. Okay, he didn't die from the curse. He probably will now. And will laugh. Damn it. Less than 30 health. Well, I'm just gonna go on record and say I'm glad we started with Thief. It would have been bad to have started with this. It would have been really, really devastating to have started with this. I mean, even activating those panels, it's just not that helpful. Okay, we have enough to be able to afford this one now, barely, so it'll give us an extra 1% chance to get a critical hit. We're completely out of skill points now. Okay, we seem to be doing a terrible job of resetting the area. I don't think that any of these enemies are leaving ever, so we need to probably just exit out of the area, because this area is going to only have these guys. Now go back. Plus we're getting close on time. That did it. That was enough movement away. He stole Zamel. Zamel's gonna be like way too much. Zam. Okay, he had more HP than I thought. One more attack and then that's it for him. Just critical hits are just so exceedingly rare. We finally got the rare. It's just a magic beast horn. Well, I guess that curse thing that they were talking about is gonna kill me. Because we're not finding this thing. I guess I was kind of under the mistaken impression that being unarmed in Dragon Quest was kind of good because you would have a, inflated critical hit rate. Evidently not. Although we can confidently say this is the worst quest. Okay, a critical hit at the start is not what we need. That is gonna affect my math here. Okay, so just enough. He's probably one hit away from death now. The fact that they're all 10 stuff is going to ruin my math here. Because they're going to be dealing inflated damage, all of them. Okay, no one else can attack now. Yeah. Another magic beast horn. Why at the start? All I'm saying is whatever skill we get for the martial artist better be damn good. I mean, whatever exclusive stuff you're giving me, I better be like, whoa. I am so pleased. So now we're super high tension. Doesn't matter. Got time for one more? Not you. You're not him. I mean, it's the right encounter, I just don't want to fight two trees. Do I have no choice? One tree. No, why is he getting the critical? Hi Chaos, we're just about to go off stream. We're in a really irritating quest line. with the martial artist, where the only way to progress the quest is to kill this enemy with a critical hit. And unfortunately, with the martial artist, we have zero anything that's going to actually allow us to open up a critical. We have no skills that'll allow us to really guarantee it. And so, yeah, we just will not be doing that on stream, I guess. This is going to be something I'm going to have to do off stream then. Yeah, really rough. The thing was, oh, Yggdrasil, that's a good drop. We did end up getting a critical hit, but he was like, he took like a 50 attack hit from me afterward and then died. So we're like 50 HP away from like hitting the HP threshold to get it first try. And we just never were able to get it again. So we're gonna have to go ahead and leave the forest. I'm gonna have to go back and save. Oh, that's right. This side does not connect. I keep thinking it connects. I have to go the other way here to do it. Yes, it's on the Nintendo Switch. Which I recommend because you can take it with you. I'm using basically by putting the translation into an atmosphere folder on a modded Switch, you're able to load the translation there. It's kind of similar to what you do on Steam. You just drag the translation in a folder and it's ready to go. It's the same kind of thought, more or less. So yeah, hopefully Alex has a more productive stream towards the end than I did. I may be going, I don't know when I'll get this one, geez. But for right now, we've got to zoom back, go to Gillette Town and make a save. I have to meet my sister at her house for our weekend hangout. Alas, I cannot grind for an extra hour to try to get this critical hit that's just never going to happen at the time I need it to. We almost got it first try to where we would never have to worry about it, and it just, things can never be that simple. But yeah, I don't think there's gonna be a quest worse than that one. That one takes the cake, and it's only quest line 4 or 5. So I don't know what else I could do to make that any worse. Alright. That's gonna do it. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. I will be back tomorrow with main story. That means I have some time before bedtime today to get the critical. I don't know if I can do it. I mean, statistically, it is going to be possible eventually. I just think it's going to take 2 or 3 hours at this rate until I get it. But thanks, everybody, and have a wonderful night.